That's crazy. Holy crap. 100 already? Thanks. As thanks for reaching 100 subscribers, I've decided to do a build overview of my Warp Arcanist build that I've been posting gameplay of. Like the Canyon Colossus clips. I did some streams on it as well. This is my main build for anything. So this is like Forgery, any other dungeon, all raids. It's simply the best experience Wynncraft has to offer for me. Just that's personally, Arcanist is just so much fun. None of the other classes so far have given me this sort of experience. What's great about this build is that it works for both bad warps and really good warps. There's going to be more details on that later. I'm just going to keep going through it. Here's the equipment that we're using. We're going to be using Aquamarine as the helmet. Health regen and mana regen are the two main IDs that you need to counter the negatives on your warp. And then it gives you some raw spell and 14 SP to go with it. Gives you 3k HP, has some powder slots. Works pretty nicely. Next is Conduit of the Spirit. This is a pretty nice air slap chest plate. Comes with some HP, mana regen, damage, air damage. And most beautiful of all, they made this item for Arcanist, is that it reduces the meteor cost and the ice snake cost. These are the two spells that you'll be casting the most as Arcanist. So that's the sustain piece right here. It's absolutely insane. Next is the Ephemeral. You get 14 SP, you get some health, you get some mana regen, and spell damage, and some air damage to go with that. It's a pretty nice fitting piece. It helps counter the negative mana regen on your warp, and it works out pretty nicely. And then Moon Tower, it's a pair of mythic boots. It's hard to make this build otherwise. I tried coming up with a warp build that didn't use these, and it just has way less damage. Moon Tower is pretty nice, gives you 4k HP, some, I'm going to say elemental defenses. It's not really that important, but it gives you those. Overall, it's just a very nice SP piece, because you get like 65 or 75 effective SP. Because we don't really care about defense in this build, but we are going to be using dexterity. We're going to be putting all of our extra SP into dexterity, and it gets you a bit of damage. So effective SP is going to be 75. It's pretty nice. You get some walk speed out of it, and a power slot, which helps with the dodge. The first ring is Moon Pool Circlet. Get some mana regen, some SP intelligence. Pretty nice. Next is the Crafted Ring. This is a ring that I use. It was tailored for the SP requirements that you have, and I tried to make it as cheap and above 300 durability. So that's why the recipe is like this. You could probably get some more damage out of this. This also wasn't the best roll, but it's what I got, and it works out pretty well. Non-crafted options are based on what you need according to the warp that you have. So you have options like Yang for damage, will make you lose HP because of the negative health regen percent. So the only way to not lose health while holding warp is to get a perfect 0. My equipment works out perfectly. So my aquamarine and my bracelet have the perfect amount of health regen to get me to 0. So if we're going to add it up, 150, 183, 127, or 117 comes out to negative 450. So I cancel it out perfectly, which enables me to use spell damage tomes. And with these, you get some incredible scaling. The spell damage percent is absolutely incredible for getting damage with warp, due to warp's really high base amount of damage. I don't have perfect tomes yet, but it's whatever. But yeah, that's the hardest part about building warp. Otherwise, it doesn't really matter. The worse the HPR on your warp, the better offhanding with Bonder will become. Because if you have the counter really bad health regen, whenever you're not holding your warp, that's all positive. That's all positive health regen. So if you're at 10,000 in health, out of 13,000, you're countering like what, 700 negative health regen. You're trying to counter that. You just swap the Bonder, and bam, now your health regen is going to be like ticking. Every health regen tick is going to be nearly 2,000 health, and that's good. That's so good. It takes you about like 3 seconds, and that's 2 ticks. The more mana regen that you're countering, the more you'll get by holding your Bonder. The only way you're going to be able to go AFK with your warp, if you get a perfect 0 HPR. Obviously, I did that. I get the AFK with the warp. I get cool person points, but it's completely unnecessary. All you gotta do is make sure you're holding your Bonder whenever you're not at your keyboard. Sitting inside my housing is making my crafted durability going down. Oh my goodness. But yeah, that's the build. Let's talk about Arcanist now, in case anyone who's watching this video has not watched any other Arcanist stuff. Here's the tree overview. Starting from the top, obviously we're reducing our meteor cost. We're going to be going down the right side, but I do grab Air Mastery, and a very important part of Arcanist is Thunderstorm, which after casting Meteor summons 6 lightning strikes and deals additional damage. Fire damage, earth damage, burning sigils, whatever, some AoE. Stronger Meteor is a huge damage multiplier for your Meteor, and it makes your damage very nice. Here's the bread and butter of Arcanist. Arcane Transfer. It changes your heal into a mana bank option, and you fill this mana bank by using Meteor and Ice Snake. Each Meteor and Ice Snake will add 5 mana to a mana bank for every aggressive enemy you hit, and heal will now transfer that mana bank into usable mana. Keep going down, you got Ascendian Snake, larger mana bank, Pyrokinesis. When your mana bank reaches 30, your main attack explodes upon impact with enemies. This one's pretty fun, but it's not really that important. Ice Snake will summon. I choose Ice Snake, but there's different ways to move around in the tree. So I took Ice Snake. Otherwise, people can take Purification, which is pretty nice for Forgery. Seance, larger mana bank, plus 30. Arcane Speed. This is very fun. After casting Arcane Transfer, you get a plus 8% speed buff. Very nice. Reduced meteor cost. Psychokinesis shoots meteors from you as a slow projectile. Just looks like this. So it's like it's a football. It's a football meteor instead of a normal meteor. Pretty fun. Keep going down. Chaos Explosion, the second bread and butter of Arcanist. Whenever your mana bank reaches 120, casting Arcane Transfer will rapidly unleash the last 3 spells you've cast in order. What this means is, obviously the mana bank right here, I'm filling it up. It is now past 120. Let's say last 3 spells I cast just now were Meteor. If I cast Arcane Transfer, it will summon those meteors. Obviously, you saw 5 just now. That's because it gets buffed down here. Memory Recollection. Chaos Explosion will cast plus 2 spells. Arcane Snake. Ice Snake will freeze enemies for 2 seconds. Just a nice little utility buff. Arcane Power. Meteor and Ice Snake will add 2 mana. Well, plus 2 mana, so it's now 7. 2 mana bank for each aggressive mob you hit. Larger mana bank. Pretty nice. Gets you to 150. Arcane Overflow. Arcane Transfer will allow you to overflow your mana over its maximum limits, max 400. Mana Storm, if you have more than 100 mana, casting a spell will give you plus 10 mana over 5 seconds. This, you can just consider this each spell you cost is minus 10 mana, as long as you're over 100 mana. The amount of intelligence you have may not even be important at all because of Arcane Overflow. Here's how Arcane Overflow works. Casting Arcane Transfer gives you overflow mana. The mana that you're seeing above 100, all of this overflow mana counts toward Mana Storm, and it works perfectly. It's just a super, it meshes in with the ability tree so well, and it grants you sustain for even the lowest amount of sustain. So that's why this build, even if you have the worst warp possible, and you have negative mana regen while holding a warp, you'll be able to sustain it with the mana bank. So that's why some people build with, say, Zura or Time Rift, and those builds will work because you don't need to have a positive mana regen. Having a positive mana regen is just a very nice quality of life thing. Obviously, I play like a sped, so I lose a lot of mana. I do 5 meteor cycles and then 1 ice snake. So it's just fun, and that's with my bad warp. So if I had a better warp, I could do even dumber stuff. But yeah, that's the main idea. Obviously, practicing on a combat dummy is dumb. It's aiming your thunderstorm is not always going to be this easy, but as you can see, the sustain from mana bank is incredible. And the decay, it takes a while for it to decay. It's going to be mostly you casting spells that will cause the decay. And yeah, that's Arcanist. Here's some gameplay. Alright, what do we got? Alright, we're eating good tonight. We got the only mana regen buff you can get. Now I have infinite mana. There is no losing. The door, open the door, open the door. Yeah. Alright, hold left, hold left. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. What happened? That's not supposed to happen. No. Oh, it's open. Where? Found him. Where'd he go? There he is. Alright, one more. Alright, I went a different path than normal. I'm gonna get lost now. I don't feel like dying to the explosive. Alright, where's the spider at? I think I found him. Found him. Imagine having the slash kill to get your HP back. That's crazy. Oh, we're bulbing right now. We are bulbing. Can you get on top of the tree? You sure can. You know what I should do? Particles? What? Alright guys, I can see now. Kinda. Oh, dude, we take Savior's Sacrifice. Alright, we're not healing this game. We're not healing. Oh, we're lagging. Oh, we're lagging. We got 3 archers. I'm never gonna get the aggro. Oh, I got it. Oh. Guys. I'm gonna heal. Oh, we're getting watched. Hey, Usada died. There you go. Oh, I'm gonna die. We lost one. Oh, I can see. Oh, bye-bye. Come here, baby. Come here. Woo. Gotta tell you, man, nothing gets you going more than a fucking TNA carry. Oh, bye-bye. Woo! One more time? Oh, that's not good. Something like that. Did he roar? No. Where is he, though? He's over there. I can just kill him now. There you go. Good game.